and that's what I colored with. Like, I actually use like colored pencils.
Oh, really? Okay.
And then I took that idea and gave it to him, and then he did it in like Photoshop or whatever.
Cool.
So,
yep.
Just trying to get a rough idea.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are interested in this too, because a lot of customers are looking for mock-ups. I don't necessarily do them. I never do them to this extent, so it's nice to be able to see it. But usually what I'll do is if a customer has an idea, I'll like do a rough tape out, kind of like what we're doing here. I usually don't do a paint out unless they're paying, but some people are willing to do that. But yeah, it's nice. We have a reference here. We're going to use just the metal hood panels that we have made out of aluminum. So we'll get this scuffed down, and what we're going to do is we're going to try to match up with what we got on this front fairing that they have rendered out. So we have the speed cut out, the Tucker speed part of the speed, which will be on this side of the fairing. And basically we're going to just use the same colors here, a green that should be yellow, right?
More yellow. It's kind of yellowish green, but yeah, we're going to use a green. It's more green
more green than yellow, but we'll at least be able to know that and still see the design laid out. We got the bright blue, we got the black, and we're just basically going to get this thing prepped out. We're going to try to match up and see the layering process, because that's really what it's all about. Sometimes you have to just do panels, lay things out to figure out like, what should I do first? What color should I do first? What masking goes down? Do I want to pinstripe somewhere? And then sometimes you can even design out your layout to what would work, what's possible, because we can also, once we do this, we might see there's other things that are possible that we might want to change things up. So this will be great. We're gonna do this with spray paint and a little bit of airbrushing, because we might highlight the outside of this, but this will be a cool episode because you'll be able to see the layers being built up and the final reveal at the end. That's really cool because it'll be all taped up, masked up. We'll have paint everywhere. It's not going to look that great, and then we're gonna reveal it, pull all the masking, and it's pretty much going to be an all-in-one kind of thing. But we're gonna build up the paints as we go. So, all right. Any questions?
No, I mean all of them. This is my first time. I'm seeing this whole process for the first time, so it's going to be good for me.
Cool. So he's a first-time painter, and so you'll learn a lot. So I'll kind of go over stuff with you. You're going to be doing a lot of it, but I will kind of help with the masking. And if you get in a pinch, I'm gonna help you out.
Let me fail.
I'm not gonna let you fail, but it still could happen. This is live, and problems happen all the time.
You never know with live TV, right?
Yeah, every time actually, right? I had a problem last week. I didn't bring the right colors. Still ended up really good. So we'll be using the 16th inch pretty much all the way through on this. We're not even going to use any 8th inch. So the 16th inch.
And I got to buy some of that from you still.
Oh, you don't have any?
I don't have any 16. I don't think. I'll double check my pile of
stuff. You should have some. I think I had some in there for you. Okay, first things first, we want to clean.
B Diamond said, "Is that the world famous Tony Tucker?"
What's up, Byron?
Good old Byron, but he's painting right now.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually he goes to work, does his leather work, and then he'll go home for dinner, and then he goes back to work to paint. I'm like, dude.
Home for ice cream.
Yeah, home for ice cream. But I'm like, man, your old lady gonna allow that for how long?
Well, he was like first time painter like a month ago, and now he's like professional painter now.
Yeah.
See what you have to look forward to? You'll be there.
Yeah, I'm coming for you, Brian.
Yeah, well, and he is proof it's not that hard,
Yeah. Well, I'll be the proof in that, I think.
We'll see how this goes. All right, you want to just go ahead and spray that down? So we're gonna clean before we sand. That way we're not driving all those grease and whatever else is on this thing from the cutter. And then we want to put a little bit of an etch to it. So we'll go ahead and use this guy right here. And that's equivalent to a 600 grit. Wax on, wax off. That looks good.
Byron said it's true. If I can do it. Anyone can.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that looks good. You can see you got,
Got
and that's just gonna help. That's gonna help. You know, give it a grit for this primer to be able to. Want to spray it one more time? We'll clean it. Primer to be able to attach to. Nice and clean. All right. Okay. Wait, we didn't. That's not the primer. Here we go. High build primer. I'll give this a shake for you. Got to make sure get that pebble moving around.
Can you scuff it with a red Scotch Brite?
Yeah, red Scotch Brite worked just as good. All right, let's make sure this thing's spraying okay.
On ABS plastic fairing in back, do I need to scuff and apply adhesive spray, then black base, then flake, or do I need to apply black base?
I'm sorry, say that one more time because I didn't catch the first part.
On ABS plastic fairing in the back, do I need to scuff and apply adhesive spray, then black base, then flake?
Yes. You know what? Yeah, that's a good question. I would. So I would do adhesion promoter and then the black base and then the flake. You might be able to get away without the black base, but yeah, possibility. I would still black it. All right, so pretty much this is just like spray painting. So just
Nice
start.
and even.
Yep, nice and even. There we go.
More?
Maybe
Maybe on that corner.
Yeah, maybe like around that a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Turn on this fan. Okay, we're gonna speed this thing up. The old trusty heat gun out. We're gonna turn a 3-hour episode into a 2-hour episode here. You can see how it's starting to flash off.
Yeah, you can see it drying.
Yep.
So in the real world, how long would you let this dry?
Just till it's dry. I mean, it'd probably be like 10 minutes.
10?
or 15 minutes,
Okay.
yeah. If it's like a really hot day, it'd probably be like 5.
And then it's sandable at that
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, this is a 1-part primer. It's not like something you would use like overall, like on your bike parts, but like for projects like this, spot repairs, it's a perfect primer just because it's not as durable, you know. So, but if you're gonna put all the work into painting something and making it really nice, it'd be better to use a 2-part system, which would be, and then spray it with a gun. Okay, I think we a little bit more right there, actually. And we'll give this thing a really light sand. Yeah, that's dry. You can use this end right here since it's clean. And what you want to do is just lightly, just like set it on the surface, and you're just like dragging it. Like you're not really like
Trying to like dig into it.
not digging into it. Just if there's like anything that maybe like fell into it, all we're gonna do is just like smooth it out.
Okay.
Yeah, just like that. Yep.
Is that the 600 sponge pad?
Yeah, 600 sponges. Those things work great, like all around, and pretty much any stage of the paint besides the polishing stage. You can use those to scuff things up and smooth things out. Yeah, that's great. So it just kind of gave it a little bit of an etch. And really at this point, it doesn't really need to be clean. We're just going to wipe it down. And then we're good. Okay, we are ready for
Black base.
we got white base.
Oh yeah, white first.
Sorry, white first. Yep. And give this a shake.
Iron said, Tony has such delicate movements.
Okay. Cap's a little dirty. Let's switch it off. Okay, so maybe come over here and then we'll spray this way and then it'll kind of like
Go with the fan.
yeah, go with the fan. In fact, we might even pull this out just a little bit farther. Bring these guys up. There we go. Okay, once again, we're just using this is white base coat in a can, so there's nothing different than this being sprayed out of like a spray gun. It's already pre-mixed, ready to go. Like if you're gonna try to do this with over-the-counter Lowe's paint, the difference between what we have here is this is just base coat. This is going to dry really fast. It's going to not build up very much at all. It's just basically going to be laying down the pigment. No protection. There's nothing else that's in this as far as clear coat goes. So we have to rely on we're going to clear coat this afterwards. So we're just using the base coat colors, the pigments right now. So if you try to like use something you got at Lowe's, it's going to have the 1K dry, air dry clear coat in it. It's going to layer too thick. Once you try to tape onto it, it's going to pull and pill. I'm sure everybody's dealt with that with regular paint, craft store paint, stuff like that. But this is just base coat. We'll be able to spray this the same way. We're going to give it full coverage. Probably do 2 to 3 coats. So when we spray this, we're going to do something like, it's hard to tell on something white, but just like that to start. And then the more coats we do, the thinner it is, the faster it's going to dry. So I'm going to be able to dry it with the heat gun. And then you're going to be able to go back with another coat.
We're not trying to fully cover it with this layer.
Nope. It might take
a real light color.
Yeah. In fact, the more layers you do, the less paint it'll take to get the job done. You see what I'm saying? Okay. Like, because if you did put it on real, like pretty thick, it's a lot of paint at once. It takes a long time to dry. It ends up being more than what we need. So yeah, we're looking for like 50%, less than 50% coverage, or something like that. And then just do your best.
I'll do my best.
Oh, hold on real quick. So I think
dirty nozzle.
No, I think see right there, it may have hit right there when you pulled down.
Oh, I'm pushing it. Okay.
Yeah, so
maybe,
that's
more my finger.
Yeah, so maybe when you
okay. Still getting it a little bit.
Yep, that'll be all right.
Okay.
Let's see here. Let me give it a shot here. It might be the nozzle. Maybe try this approach. See how I'm just like I'm gonna finish this one.
Okay.
And I am kind of see how I'm kind of pulling back. If you push down too hard, it'll catch on that because it is a fan pattern. I think that's what's happening.
Let it dry?
We'll let that dry. I'll go ahead and actually give it a little bit of a heat job here. I didn't want to say the other word. It kicked off. I almost did it. We got a little bit of spots here, but we're going to be able to clear it up once we get full coverage. Okay, that's actually already dry.
All right, so I'm going to try your technique.
There you go. Ooh, yeah.
have the sound, huh?
Yep. And this next one will actually go
The other
this
direction.
way, yeah.
Okay.
What are we doing? A race bike?
Yeah, you can go ahead and tell them about your bike.
Yeah, so this is my two race bikes that I'm building this year. It's a Harley Davidson Bagger Racing League. And I decided to try and paint them myself this year just because I was sick of paying painters to paint them, and then I go out and wreck them and pay a painter to paint it again. So I figured I better learn how to do it.
Yeah, you'll save some money, and you'll get a lot of satisfaction out of it too.
I hope so. I'm excited. It takes a lot to get me excited anymore, but I'm kind of excited to paint them.
Wow, that's gonna be cool. Don't be like D Diamond.
Yeah.
Might be getting divorced over it.
Lots of projects come up. This one I want to paint. Yes.
Okay, we're just about at full coverage. Pretty close. It looks like we're gonna get it one more coat.
Byron said he has a limelight disc coat discount code for you if you want to use it.
Oh, I can't talk.
Daddy number 53 said, "Sweet, race all kinds of road racing bikes, but never a bagger."
Yeah, bagger's kind of a new thing, right?
It is super new. I
And
mean,
it's fun to
only
watch.
been around for about 4 or 5 years now. I mean, a lot of people will say, like, why the hell would you want to go road race a Harley Davidson? You know, it's nothing it was ever intended to do, but that's kind of the fun in it.
Mm-hmm. They look badass going down the track.
It's surprisingly how fast they can go on the racetrack.
Somebody asked, "Does he race King of Baggers?"
I race Bagger Racing League.
Okay. I think the last one.
This way again, you think?
Yeah, go ahead and do it that way.
Oh, Rod Custom says, "My coworkers are getting sick of me plugging my limelight discount code all the time."
Oh, I touched the part.
Go ahead and let's wait. Let's wait.
Okay.
We're gonna wait.
Rookie mistake there. Rookie
It's
mistake.
It's okay. It won't be our first problem.
Right there by the curb.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, I hit it with the can.
And we'll put a bullet hole right there. All right, let's see that thing. I'll fix it up for you. Get rid of those couple little spots right there. The nice thing about being the first layer, we don't have any tape on here. So we're able to saturate this just a little more. Okay. I think we're good there.
So I can see here, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but you can see some of those big droplets that on that first layer, you can kind of see those.
Yep.
Would you be able to see that like once we're done and cleared this?
No, because I mean,
Or would that clear kind of hide that?
no, you would be able to see that.
Okay.
Well, it'll slightly hide it, but you will be able to see that. But the fact that we're just doing pinstripes in this white and we're going to cover it in another color, we're going to be able to get away with it. But
if we were leaving it white, how would you fix
you would
that?
just put more.
Just keep layering?
Yeah, it's a pigmented paint, so it's going to eventually cover.
Okay.
Yeah, but we're not going to worry about it too much. We know what we can get away with, and we can get away with that right now.
Okay.
We would side on less paint.
Okay.
Okay, getting close here. Okay. Still slightly tacky. We'll give that just another second. I do want to start thinking about how. Okay, so the first part, we have it all white. So we need to do the layout because we need to save some of this white base coat for the pinstripes. So we're going to pinstripe. It doesn't really show it here, but we did talk about it earlier. We're going to do a white pinstripe to kind of border out the black. So everything that's black is going to have a white border to it. And then the speed is just going to kind of like tuck in and out of those black rectangles. We'll probably do it at an angle like this. So cool. Yeah, let's set that right there. All right, my plan was.
Jay says, if you haven't, it keeps echoing. Jay said, if you haven't seen the podcast that Tucker Speed did with Adam, go check it out. It's been a while, but it's a pretty good interview.
Oh yeah, well, that was last year. That podcast. You still do your podcasts every?
We are. Yeah, we do them every 2 weeks. I actually
nice.
missed the very first one this past Monday. It was the first one we've missed.
Yeah, I try not to do that either.
I try not to, but I missed one. I've just been so busy, I forgot to like line up a guest, and we were like, "Oh crap, I guess we got to miss one." So, but yeah, we still do them.
Tell them where they can listen to your podcasts.
From on YouTube, right? Tucker Speed.
Yeah, it's called the podcast is called the Built Different Podcast.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Check it out.
Okay, let me grab some scissors. I thought I had scissors over there.
Jeremy Diamond said, yeah, Adam, I always wonder how long Peggy is going to let me go out to the shop every night after work to shoot videos and paint.
Yeah, it's once you get started, it's hard to stop.
I said, yeah, I know that feeling.
Okay, I think first what we'll do is the plan here is we'll go that direction. Make sure we're good and dry. Yeah, we're good. Okay, so this is the 16th inch. That's the width of it. And that's what we're going to use to start the black panel kind of design that's on the side. Catch the edge of this thing. And I'll kind of show you, and then I'll let you lay it out. Okay, so what we're going to lay out is this line going across right here, and then this line, and then we'll worry about cutting the slices out of this rectangle.
Okay.
But what we want to do is just basically get this one going across and this one.
Of the blocks.
The block, yeah. So we're just basically going to be 2 lines that's going to block it out.
Mm-hmm.
And what we'll do is we'll kind of just use this as reference right now. We're going to lay that across, maybe something like that angle, a little bit of an angle. And then we'll just run 2 lines across right there to kind of give us a reference of like the top of the blocks. And then we can kind of build off of that.
Okay.
So there's a couple of different ways that you can lay fine line. This way is the easy way because we're just doing straight lines. Now, if you were to do a straight line, one way to do it is like this, and then to pull it down like that. The other way would be, and then if you have to make curves, that's actually how you have to do it. The other way would be to pull it down like this, pull it straight, and see how I'm just kind of hovering on top.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to ensure you get a straight line. So,
okay.
And then you'd go like that instead of trying to follow. You see how, yeah,
Wonky, yeah.
right. But there is times where that's you have to do that. So if you have to take a curve, which in this case we're not, but if we did have to make a curve, we're going to use this backhand. It's kind of like playing pool. In fact, the farther back that you have your tape back here, the straighter the line's going to be. It's like if you were to play pool and you would be right way up here, it would be hard to guide. So if you're back here, you're kind of looking exactly where it'd be and then laying it straight down. Or when you're doing the curves, you're just steering with this back hand.
Okay.
You know, but if that hand's right here,
It's kind of hard to do.
It's hard to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep. And then whenever you kind of bend the tape, you can reuse the tape and pull it and try again. But once you get some tight bends on it and you're doing a straight line, it's better just to start with a new piece because it kind of gets a little.
Kind of stays in that shape.
Yeah, like a memory to it. Yeah. So that's the plan. We're gonna, as off of the reference, we're gonna kind of just guess, maybe just like right here. So we're gonna run a line right here and about the same right there, just straight across. And you can stand wherever feels comfortable.
Okay.
Hold it however you want it. Yep. Great. Yeah. You just break it off like that, and then same thing on the top side.
Oh, I moved it.
There you go. Yeah, you got the idea. Okay, cool. So that is the outside of the black right there. And what we're going to do is we're going to break this up. I was thinking paper earlier, but now I think we can almost, let's go ahead and we'll start the first one. Okay. So like right here, maybe we'll start the first one kind of diagonal right there.
And I'm cool to hang it all the way off the top right here,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
And then just kind of.
We're going to go ahead and wrap this up and around.
Oh, okay.
If that wraps up and around, it tends to hold it a little better.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do the same thing on this other side. Yeah, and you might be pulling a little bit hard on the tape. Just pull hard enough just to keep the tension off.
Okay.
And then that's all you would do. And you could even wrap that up and around there to give it some more. There you go. Perfect. Okay, and you break that off, and then we'll trim it up later. Okay, so that's where it's going to start, right there. So we can kind of use this as a guide. Like you're just basically gonna just break it up however you see fit. And there's probably not you just want to be able to kind of read it, and then we'll just do some slabs in the middle. So we can actually grab maybe a.
I'm going to take these 2X gloves off.
Okay.
I can't feel that.
Seriously. Who gets two
All right, and
extra gloves?
they're pretty thick too.
Yeah, I had a hard time, so I'll try with no
And
gloves.
that's it. Take these off. Good boy. I can't feel anything.
And then I can I can probably just, if you want to hover it where it needs to be. Actually, you know, we don't even need to mark it. You can just kind of get an idea where we want it. I'll slip this out.
Of the way.
Yep.
Okay. So if we like kind of follow that mock design, each one of these rectangles is going to get a little bit smaller. Is the idea. So
yeah.
I'll start kind of big, and then the next one will make it a little smaller.
Yep.
Cool.
Chad said, "What's up, Tony?"
What up?
That Chad Zorn?
That's my cousin, yeah.
What up, Grandpa?
He's a new grandpa.
New grandpa? He's not that old, is he?
Oh, he's old now.
Older than
Should have
us.
seen him. He aged like 20 years in 2 days.
He's a new grandpa just 3 days ago.
Yeah.
And his grandkid weighed 9 pounds, 10 ounces.
Whoa.
Wow.
He's a
Okay, so we're going to probably scoot this a little bit this way because I remember we still need to get a little bit in there. So we're gonna kind of just like maybe plan on it being right,
right there.
About right there. So it just
I mean,
cuts into
even if
that.
we trimmed a little bit off the S because it went outside that, I think.
Okay, let's do that.
I think that'd be cool.
Yeah, then that would, if that cut right through that. But we do actually need a gap in between.
Yeah.
Let's do that real quick.
Okay.
Whatever you think the distance of that should be. All right, perfect. So, yeah, I think we should plan on like
Yeah, I like
something
that.
like that.
I like that.
Okay. Yep, so it's perfect.
Dustin said, just want to say I'm a production painter and you have motivated me to flake my tailgate and I'm now in the process of learning to do custom work by watching your videos. I'd be lost without
That's
you.
good.
Thank you.
All right, appreciate that. And then yeah, just match that. It seems like that would be the right thing to do. All right, so that's some straight lines. I like it. This is way better than the paper idea. Like, you don't know what you can do until you actually do it. It's like if you try to plan out the whole paint job, it's just so hard to do. I think we were actually right there. That's where we were at.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna do.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then
One more.
yeah,
Well,
I would do.
would it be one more break and
I
then
would-
one more block, right?
Yeah, do one more break and then one more. Yeah, smaller block. I think. Beautiful. Oh yeah, this went right. And really,
even if that D I think got cut off a little bit, like right there.
mm-hmm. Yeah, we can pretty much lay it in anywhere in there. I think would be. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So we got that laid out. Let's go ahead and we'll trim up what we got. Here's a X-Acto blade.
Okay.
So we're gonna trim everything.
But I got a question real quick. As
Okay.
I was doing that, and I didn't have gloves on, and I'm running my finger across that paint. Is that a bad idea? Because I'm kind of laying oil down on the paint.
Depends on your. If you have clean hands, you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay.
If you go and you just scrub up real good,
Mm-hmm.
you got a little bit on your hands, but nothing serious. So
Okay.
I wouldn't even worry about it. Most people do work without gloves, so it's not like.
As long as you don't touch greasy stuff. Right?
Yeah. Don't go eat lunch and then come back and then
Have a
not
bag
wash
of
your
Lay's
hands.
right here.
Yeah.
Wings or
So you just get a cut on top of the tape,
Mhm.
just a little, just to cut the top layer. Was there supposed to be one more right here, I think? Oh, no, we ended.
I think that's right. Yeah, I think that's right.
Is that right?
I think so.
Well, if we're going to use this space, I think we need to take another. One more line needs to go right there, right?
I mean, I guess it depends on if we decide we want to.
Unless we're trimming this one off right here, and it starts with this block. If not, if this is going to be a block, we need to put one more line right here.
I thought this was the first block.
Okay.
So this was going to sit like this much S will get cut off.
Okay.
And then like
A
that
little bit
much
of
of
that
the D.
Okay, perfect.
So
yeah, so we would trim it right here then.
Okay.
Yep, either way would work. These ones are a little more difficult because you have to actually cut on the paint. So it's like there's...
Well, and I think I did that on this side too. Like I think.
Oh, you actually cut on that side of it? Okay. Yeah,
I
usually I'll cut on the...
yeah, I see. Okay. Yeah, I see where I made.
But no worries. If you're able to do that, it's fine.
And this you got to be careful, like not to
go too far.
dig
Yeah.
into the paint.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I think I was really digging into the paint on those first ones.
Chad said, "When's the new paint department opening at Tucker's Peak?"
It's not. This is for me and me only.
Man, I wish it's the best when you can just paint for yourself. Let me tell you.
I already have a day job. I don't.
You don't need another one.
I don't need to try and paint. Yeah.
Okay. Very nice. Okay, so we got the blocks laid out, and next step would be to do this this kind of little boomerang looking shape. So I'll kind of just give you an idea, and then I'll let you do it.
Okay.
So if we look here, it kind of just follows that, and you can follow it straight. On this one, you can do whatever you feel like doing. You can go like just straight, kind of like what we did.
Mm-hmm. I think, I mean, on this flat panel, like the straight looks better, but
yeah.
On the actual fairing, it has a body, like a
right.
curved body
you would
line.
follow you would try to complement the body line.
Yeah.
When you do this, and also with these blocks, if there's a way you can kind of complement, maybe
the top line, maybe
yeah,
also following that corner.
Because we created this line all together, so you'd be able to make a nice flow to it. If we tried to chop each one of these and do them separately,
they would never line up.
They'd never line up. Yeah. So the fact that we're kind of building it all like that, so yeah, I mean, doing the like a little bit of an arch, but on this one, I think following what we have the distance here. Coming around like that, and then I would once you get to that point, just let it loose, and then that's when we'll make these bends. So this will be the inside. So we're gonna make that bend still hovering on top, and then coming around, and we'll do the same thing. You let it kind of hover here, sit, and you get back into position. But you saw how I did these. I was in position here on the back side. I wouldn't try to make this turn standing here unless you had to. Sometimes you have to, but we can walk around this thing, so it's better to get back so you're always kind of lined up, and you could take that bend right there. Okay. And then the same thing, we're going to take another bend and then create this like little boomerang right here.
Okay. You want me to try it?
Yep.
Here we go.
I think you can do it.
You can do it.
Yep, you can still do that too. That's fine. Yeah. I mean, this thing's kind of screwed up there. Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, so now you're on the right side, so that looks good. So you're going to take that curve.
Would you just?
Yep, so you're going to roll the curve with your finger too.
Oh, okay.
So it's all going to be kind of like a one.
And then it's a little bit wonky.
It's okay. You can pull it right back.
Everyone has trouble with this part.
Yeah, this is a tough thing.
Tricky part. Everyone always asks, how do you do that?
No, I don't like that either.
There you go. Now straight shot, straight down. And then once you get close where you need to make that radius.
Now I got to make that same radius.
Yep, or close to. Not bad. I would stick with it.
Okay.
Okay. Yep. I mean, it's a little sharp right there, but you're going to see that's going to disappear. You're hardly even going to be able to tell that that's messed up. So
Okay.
It's not really that messed up. Okay. So what we can do here is this is going to be a little bit different than
the drawing. Yeah.
than the drawing.
Because that kind of
Let's
has like
pull. Let's pull it. Let's
Okay.
pull it and try again.
a different technique.
That was my bad. Yeah, I think what we should do is, I think on this, let's take those to a point, and on these ones we'll roll. See, so we'll make this a sharp point. So go ahead and just run this all the way off
Straight
the
line
edge,
out. Okay.
and right off the edge on that one, and then we could cut it that way.
And this is going to be our inside.
That'll be our inside, yeah, and then we'll roll our outside.
And then
Yep.
same
thing
on
on
the
that
bottom,
side. You can just drop it on the floor. That's where it goes.
if I can drop it.
I know. Or I stick them to my pants or my shoe.
There we go.
Yes, it does. Someone said, so what are we working on, Pepe? A mock-up panel or question mark?
It's a mock-up panel for a fairing, a race bagger. Okay, go ahead and break that one off, and then let's come. Yeah, about maybe what that one does, maybe a little thicker. Whatever you think. We do need enough room to be able to stretch that. So
On that drawing, is it that inside edge?
It's pretty sharp.
It is just straight.
It is pretty sharp.
Okay.
That would be a hard one to turn.
Would it? Okay.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay.
See on that one how I just pulled the tape, because if you have the edge of the tape, so on this one right here, see how I just pulling the tape up. Sometimes you can do that, and it prevents you from even
Like digging in.
Yeah, same
okay.
thing here. You can just only if you have the edge of the tape. Where we're cutting off slivers here, you can't really do that.
Tricky. Yeah.
But when you can just lay it here straight, and then cool. It's a nice clean
I like
wave.
that, yeah.
And then just make sure that that's okay. So going back to the rendering here, what we want it to do is we want the tape to cross paths so we have an edge,
Okay.
a point. So what we're going to do is back to this line right here. So you'll be over on this side. You come over here and then just X over this, head it out this way, making it fatter.
Mm-hmm.
And then what we're going to do is do the same thing. We're going to make that roll on this side, just like we did before.
The first time?
Yeah. Basically, we did what we did on the first time, what we should do on the outside. Because these need to be, you could go even more of a hard roll, because your last one kind of arched.
Mm-hmm.
This one would be maybe more like a stop and then more of a blunt turn. But you can get yourself in a position. do this one just like you're going to do it straight, and then we'll get that turn. But yeah, come on, like aim right there. There you go. Okay, and then a little bit farther so you can get out to about right there, and then you can make a harder turn. There you go. Okay, not bad. That one's near perfect. That one's going to be good enough.
Good enough for who it's for.
Yep, yep.
This is like
That's a man joke. She doesn't hear it all the time, I guess. Okay, so you see how I just was able to trim that at a blunt edge?
Mm-hmm.
You can do that on 16th inch, and I feel like you can get away with it because it almost looks like a little pinstripe where it stops.
Okay.
I even like it better than a point.
Okay.
Because you could like cut it like that and that.
Mm-hmm.
But by that time, it gets a little, it's hard to get it real straight.
Yeah.
This gives you a lot. Because right where they meet, intersect,
Mm-hmm.
is right where you just want to cut it.
Okay.
So I love about 16th inch. Okay, so this is looking good. So we got all the white done. There was that little bit of a flame right there. Do you want to try something right there?
Sure.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and show you, and then I'll pull it.
Okay.
And then you can do whatever you want. Like the nice thing about these flames is they're kind of, you can do them like that. You can do them however. Just I feel like they're going to look good however you do them.
Mm-hmm.
Like even if they're a little crab claw, it's still cool. But yeah, so when you start the flame, we don't have a whole lot of room here, but I'm going to do the U to start. And mine are going to be different than the picture. That's where you would start a flame.
The inside.
The inside.
Okay. So
you got the inside, and then you build off of that. So, and then same thing how it got thicker. So on these, I'm gonna meet them. So I'm gonna cut those off again, knowing that, and see how I just got a little sliver.
Mm-hmm.
I'm keeping my eye on this inside. So once again, I'm playing pool over here, and I have my drive hand back here, and then I'm gonna gradually make that bigger. Make sure that stays down. And that gets half of it. And that's a pretty hard one to do. We're gonna see how you do that.
This should be fun.
And then we would just trim it. But once again, it all starts with that one. You get that one, gets a little bit bigger, and you're just making the body again right there, and then come around and you just kind of follow the flow. Once you got that done, all you're doing is doing half of ones.
Okay.
I kind of guide you.
Make it look easy.
I definitely make that look easy, yeah. But that's not that hard though, really. That's I think B Diamond can do it, right? You better ask him. You can do flames yet? Okay.
He said, Dan, those flames are on point. And he hasn't answered if he's tried it or not yet.
Not a whole lot of room here.
Yeah, it's a tough one because it's pretty tight quarters. There you go. Okay, there you go. That's a good one. I love flames that do that. They kind of like they'll come up and rip up on the one side. Yeah, okay. I would do it because they're.
You think it's all right?
Yeah, they're it's kind of what the picture looks like, really.
Okay.
And they can be kind of like
All wonky.
wonky. It's your first set of flames, really. wider, and then you can whip it right out, maybe out a little bit wider and right out of that corner. If we had more room, you'd be able to bend it up and around, but there you go. Yeah.
I didn't leave myself enough room
That's
to do
okay.
that real tricky one.
I would just end it once you get like wrapping around wherever it feels right. Maybe pull it back up to this point right here.
Super out here.
There you go, and then maybe dive it back the other way. There you go. That'll work. Let's trim these edges up. We'll see. It'll look better once we do that.
It's just one crab hand.
It's gonna be. You look back. Then, if you want to get good at these, just draw them for a minute. Like just take
Just a pencil. And
draw the inside. Draw it just like I did right there, and then you don't have to worry about drawing it and taping it.
Mm-hmm.
If you know the shape already, it's way easier. That's how I learned it in one day, just by drawing them.
Okay.
And after that, it was good. Okay, cool. No, I like it. That's good for your first flame. Should be proud of that.
Byron said, Tony, you're doing great. Things
Thanks,
are really
Byron.
tricky.
I like it. Okay, now we're good to go with the next color. We're going to make sure that these are stuck down really good, because these got to stay for a minute.
Okay.
These are going to be one of the last things we pull. Okay.
Byron said, yes, I have tried it. It is not as easy. I did flames on this one right there.
Oh, yeah, he did do flames on that. He did a good job.
He said it's not easy.
Okay, we're going to move on to green next.
Rob said, I've seen guys who painted for years do way worse than those girls.
Take that as a compliment.
People are selling flames like that. I'm telling you, they really are. And if that's your first one, the second one's gonna be way better. Okay, let's see what this. Okay, it's looking pretty good. It's pretty green right there.
Pretty green.
Yep. So that would obviously should be more yellow, but we're gonna go with it. Okay, so we only need the green really in here and where the letters are. That's really the only place we're gonna have green. So there would be no reason to really saturate this whole thing in green paint.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, we just need to make sure that we're getting
Basically the blocks.
Yep.
Not even this, and then just the flame.
Yep. And then if you wanted to add just add more to the, we're not going to do it here, but just to think in the future, because you're going to be painting this, you could do at this point, say you wanted this to have a little bit of a gradient.
Mm-hmm.
You could do just a gradient on here.
Okay.
Right. And then lay this down, and magically you got this beautiful gradient
in the
rather than just going solid color. So it's something to think about that you can always do. And it would be as easy as maybe just a little bit of green into that mixture, like do it all the yellow, a little bit of the green into the mixture in the gun, and then just a little fade right there on the bottom would make a big difference, I think. Huge difference. Okay, so
said, good flames make it go faster.
Is that true?
I mean, I've always believed that if you don't look good, you can't go fast.
I like that.
So,
I like that. There's a saying, look good, feel good, play good.
yeah, same thing.
Hey,
You know?
I agree.
Okay.
It does make a big difference.
I'm gonna come on this side, and then so we want to get basically the center of this. We want to get that green, and then we want to get that flame
That
green.
flame.
Yeah,
And then are we going at this like we did the white, where we're just going to go really thin?
Yeah, we're just gonna like do the little spurts, you know, build it up
a
slowly.
thin layer.
Yeah.
Let it sit for a second.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'll heat it up actually.
Okay. Ready to go?
Yep.
Is Limelight bringing more colors to spray cans?
Oh yeah, whole bunch. Ooh yeah, that covers fast, right?
Right. Yeah.
I like that color.
Lighter coats are way better because you saturate. If you like saturate it like really wet, the paint has a hard time handling that much solvent. You know what I
Okay.
mean? This is solvent-proof tape, but to a certain point, if you make it float, like if it's in a lake, it has a hard time. I think the only thing I would do different is maybe your distance be a little bit taller. See
Okay.
how we got a little wet right here?
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to dry just fine. I mean, you just tell that it's a little wet and it kind of separated, can float out. So you did the right technique, but I felt like you may have been like 4 inches when you probably should have been like 6 inches.
Okay. So get further away.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, further away. Same thing with a gun. Gun would be the same way. You know, give it enough time to like get smaller droplets and thin out some more. Yeah, I think we're good and dry. Do the same thing.
Will you be offering candy in an aerosol can?
Yes. Yep, we'll have candies. The candies and the aerosol are going to be more for like overall kind of stuff. If you try to use it to do graphics and fades, you might have a hard time. But really, if you're like doing an overall one color, you do a flake or metallic or something underneath, and then hit it up with that candy right on top. All right, we're probably going to leave it the way it is just for the sake of keeping the paint down. Since we're using spray paint, like I told you earlier, spray paint is it's kind of hard to keep it from really gathering up. So we're gonna error on less paint on this.
Okay.
You can see how right here, it's still when we do this for real, you want that to be full coverage or a gradient like we were talking before.
Okay.
Yeah. Like at this point, if we want to do a gradient, we could go back with yellow on the top of this, just right there, and it would give it that really nice highlight. Okay, we're good. We're about ready to stick that decal. That's where fun starts.
I heard through the grapevine that there might be a custom orange color called Be Diamond Orange. Is that true?
Be Diamond Orange.
Inquiring minds want to know.
It might have to happen. Okay, so we don't know if this is obviously not stencil material. It's just vinyl. So we could end up with an issue with this leaving residue because we have no idea. We're going to hope for the best. Even if it does leave residue, it's just going to leave it looking kind of crappy, but we'll still be able to see the overall look. Yeah, and we'll still get the process down.
Yeah.
We're just going to say that screwed it up. We're going to blame it on
the stick.
The whole thing's to be blamed on if something goes wrong. God damn it. So, okay, we're going to pull that off and then kind of just hover it on top. And then you're going to lay it down where you want it.
Okay.
And then we're going to trim it afterwards and to keep it inside the block. So that's a pretty easy thing to do. Be Diamond Orange. That's too good.
Because of this helmet. What he did?
What helmet?
That orange color that he brought in for this that he painted the helmet, that orange color.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought I thought it just flew off the tongue good. B diamond orange.
I was just guessing it was because he mixed that color up, and that's what color he painted that helmet was, that orange color. You don't remember? No.
I don't. I see a lot of projects, babe. I see a lot of projects. Okay,
There it is.
Yeah, that was great. Yep, we'll go ahead and pull that off.
He just says he loves orange. My CBO that Tony does the maintenance on, and the orange semi two-dodge van I have. If he had hair, it would be orange. Just kidding, Byron.
He's probably fire crotch though, for real. I don't know this for fact, but
Oh yeah, you guys take baths together.
yeah.
You should know.
That looks great in black already. Beautiful.
There it is.
There's that guy, and then basically we're just gonna trim out everything that's outside of the rectangles, right?
Yeah. And you're going to cut on top of the tape.
On top of the tape, yeah. But I'm gonna aim for right in the center.
Okay. And I don't know how you feel anything in these 2X gloves. It's like working in a baseball mitt.
Everybody says I don't know how he wears gloves at all.
Yeah.
Not only that, but then you get tape stuck to them that it doesn't ever come off.
It is aggravating sometimes.
Yeah.
It's like once you wear gloves for long enough, it's like a sweater in wintertime. Once it gets into spring, you just can't get rid of it, or your coat. You just can't. I don't know. Sometimes I just like clothes on.
Yeah, I found him in the shower one time with the glove on.
Oh, man, I ripped the tape with it.
That's okay. We'll repair that.
We'll repair that.
I thought you said you ripped the paint, so I was like, oh, that one's a hard one. Some of those take a lot of concentration.
I can't. There we go. That's much better. I
You got a
couldn't see
better
the,
light on it.
yeah, I couldn't see the lines. Yeah, I must be doing something wrong here.
This is looking great. Man, I almost like how. Dang. That can't work like that. That's pretty cool if one could overlap, though. That's pretty sick. Makes me think. Oh, that looks good. That's okay. These ones that are long stretch are hard to see. I might have to get on this side.
Yeah, I couldn't see it from that side.
guys make that look so easy. Awesome work.
Oh, we're not done yet. Accidents can still happen.
But I think so far so good. That looks great. Right? Did we do that right? Yeah. That tripped my eyes for a second.
I know it is a little.
Wow. Looking at negative space, couldn't see it. Okay, yeah, that looks great. This is gonna look awesome.
We're just going to repair this little section right here. Just by adding tape back in.
Okay. Let's see. Is that gonna be okay? Yeah.
Because this is all going to be blue.
That's gonna come
Right.
into blue. So it's gonna actually, let's go ahead and put one. It's gonna bring that line in a little bit. We're gonna lose a little bit of that pinstripe.
Yeah.
So we'll just repair it.
Oh, great.
I'm doing more damage. Let's see if I can make this one stick again.
Stupid gloves.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
That one we're not going to worry about. I think we got that. That's not enough to see. Okay. Make sure everything's stuck down good. So we got the white covered. We got the green covered. The next step would be to let me think about this real quick. I think it was we're gonna do the black glass.
So how do we keep this?
We
green?
gotta tape that up. Yep.
Keep that green.
Yep, we gotta tape that up, and it's just by taking. What I'll do is I'll take tape like this. That's a little bit. It's paper tape now because it actually cuts and rips better. But we can just bring that around the edge and just build this up to shield it out.
Do you want to spin the wheel in a second?
Oh yeah, let's do that. Shoot, I forgot all about that.
Tell them what they're going to win.
They're gonna win metal flake in the can before you can buy it,
And
and a poster,
a banner.
a banner.
Okay, there we go. That gets us a little bit closer, and then we can tear off. We can tear off masking tape to kind of shield it some more. So yeah, let's grab some. So just grab a little bit of this right here, this tape, and then basically you're just gonna rip it, fill it in. Just wherever. And then you can take. And having that little edge, the extra little paper edge, allows you more to kind of cut and trim. Same thing here. I'll kind of get it close. And then just trim. Whoa, man. I needed that side. A little bit more right here. I can actually do that with the thicker tape, the thinner tape actually. So yeah, I'm trying to remember if we do the blue or the black.
Because this will be black, and then inside the blocks will be black.
Yeah. So what we're gonna do is black's gonna be last. So we're gonna spray the blue next. Actually, yep. We could do it one. It would just cause us to have to mask a different way if we did the black first. If we did the black now, we'd have to mask off the black to do the blue, and we would rather mask the other way, I think.
Yes, if you see hashtag orange, that's Byron trying to get everybody to get a custom color his name.
Well, who else had a custom color that he talked about? Was it you?
I'm gonna have a custom color.
Are you? There you go.
If Byron gets one, I get one.
Well, what color would you have if you had one?
I don't know. I'll have to make it up. A brand new color I've never even heard of.
Wow. I'm liking this.
It's gonna have a whole new color. I have to add to the crayons.
I'll just use this.
Amber ash.
I like it.
That's what Fat Lax said.
Sounds like a
Stripper name.
yeah. There you go. I was trying to-
So basically, it's just middle for me.
And I'm gonna go. Little tips are just hanging out. This is the real tedious part.
But really, if you plan it out the right way, the less you'll have to tape. Because really, you could do this a lot of different ways. Just causing a bunch of tape back and forth, be able to build it up this way. I feel like we're doing it the right way. Okay, cool. So we're going to hit this with white to try to kill a little bit of this green.
Okay.
And then we're going to go with the blue over the top. Because I feel like the blue is still transparent enough that it might pick up and give it like a little bit of a turquoise look.
Okay.
If we were to just apply it, at least on those areas.
Okay.
So we'll grab the.
You want to spin the wheel?
Yeah, let's do it. Do the wheel. Do the wheel. The white right here.
Ben said after your color would be pumpkin spice.
That is true. All right, good luck, guys. Cheddar Mobetta. Diamond. Hey. What did he win? Oh, flaking it. He gets a free pass. Let's spin it one more time. Come pick up your flake tomorrow, Jeremy. One more time. Yeah.
Well, you don't count, I guess.
He still gets it though. David Cortez. All right. Got yourself some metal flake. Okay, same thing, just
Light coat.
light coat. And we're just aiming for the green.
I don't know why I'm getting those.
There you go. Okay. Fire now. Yeah, got a little splattery, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll take care of it. Now, if we were to try to do this with a candy paint, these are pigmented paints. So if we were to do this with a candy paint, that green paint would literally keep leaching into the white.
Oh, okay.
But considering that this is these are pigmented paints, this will actually vary it. So If you ever try to layer candies, you have to put clear coat over the top because it's a transparent dye. It just wants to keep like
pull the color below it.
Yep. Even when you clear it, if you clear it real fast, it could pull that up into your clear coat and then level it out over your graphics, which you don't necessarily want to level out paint over your graphics when they're finished.
Yeah.
Did you say you have spray can flake?
Yes, we do. Yeah, short bursts like that seem to work a lot better.
They said, was your finger hanging over the tip? Is that why it did that?
It's probably these XL gloves.
It probably really is.
Yeah, well, and there's a couple, and then also it hits being a wide pattern.
XL, double XL.
Oh, they are a double. I think I bought those on accident. I don't think I'm really that big. I mean, come on. I was proud when I bought those things.
Walking up all proud of the checkout stand.
Oh yeah, and you're a size 6 shoe too.
Hey, not funny. Okay, we're good for another coat.
One more.
Yep.
Is the flake in the can, the spray can, the same as in the packet?
It's not. It's just the 0.04 size. Although it's still really flaky and definitely a lot easier to manage.
We're still waiting for the Florida class too.
Oh, they're still waiting? And then maybe just like right there. Okay, I think we're in the ballpark there that we don't. I mean, that's going to be good enough that it's going to be wide enough we can put the blue on it.
Now it's like close. Can't really see it.
It's gone away.
Steve says, I gave up and moved to Kentucky.
Oh, great. Oh, the blue's actually right there.
I'll start shaking.
Don't shake your 2XL glove off.
Make sure our edges stay down. Okay. Let me test that blue and we'll make sure that it's spraying okay. Oh yeah, good coverage. Okay, so we're pretty much going over everything, but you don't necessarily need to concentrate in here or in here.
Mm-hmm.
But we do need to get all the way in here. So usually, just do the short bursts in through here, and then maybe cut it out.
Okay.
But then, yeah, all the rest of this actually needs to be done.
And when this spray can, is it spraying like a wide pattern? Or
let's see. Right now, it is spraying a wide pattern.
Okay.
Yeah. So just be careful not to press too far forward. Yeah, that's. You're a little close, maybe a little farther back. There you go. There you go. Dry that, and then nice thing, the lighter coats, they dry faster, they build up less, and then they're not as harsh on the tape. Especially when we're drying it like this, it's going to get all that solvents out. Because the thing is base coat is three things. It's pigment, binder, and reducer. And the reducer, the wetter you spray it, the more that reducer sits on this tape, and it'll obviously start affecting it. So thinner, better, kind of like what you're doing here. It looks great. Okay, we're good to go. So yeah, just over there, and then fill the rest of the way up. Yep. Okay, good for another coat. Okay, that should be good. And we'll probably give it one more final coat here once this is dry. Getting pretty wet right there. Probably don't want to do any more right there. Yeah.
Okay. Right in here.
Yeah, see how it's
and
starting
in
to
here.
affect that tape a little bit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right there. I see it.
Okay, I'll kind of point out the areas, and then so like right here, let's get this whole block right there. See how it's a little bit mottled? So what we'll do is I'll kind of help you out just a little bit. I'm trying to make this as even as possible. So that kind of blends in a little better. When you do a spray gun, you're going to do patterns all the way across. You wouldn't really mess with these little, like what we're doing with the spray can. And then same thing here. We'll get a little bit. We don't need much, just a couple here. It's not looking blotchy. And then maybe a little bit right here. Okay, I think we're good with that. That'll look fine. Let's dry it off. Okay, I think we're good. Last step, we need to, so we're going to tape off everything except for the this little boomerang, and then these last few. Hopefully these hold up okay. Got a little saturated right there, a little wet, but push those back. Oh yeah, they're pushing back down. When you're using an airbrush, you use a lot less paint. Usually you don't deal with this problem, but new set of challenges when it comes to spray paint. Okay, that's good enough. We will take some green. We can take that one right there. And then Actually, what we'll do first is we can get some paper masking. Maybe right here, so we don't have to tape all over this whole thing. Put that there. I'll grab you one too. Go right there.
I think I pull on that tape way too hard.
Yeah, I think that's people do that a lot. Kind of want to stretch it to put it where you want it to go, and then end up stretching the tape.
Someone says, I'm in Santa Rosa, California. Would like to get my Harley gas tank painted. How much would you charge?
Oh, I don't really do that. B Diamond might pick up your job. Jeremy Diamond too. A few people on here. If you're looking for some work to get done, they can do it for you. Not this guy. Yep, and then we're just gonna mask off everything kind of around it.
They're questioning the age of your heat gun.
Oh, does it look old?
They said that warranty came on a rock.
That's a state-of-the-art heat gun right there.
Well,
I was proud of that when I bought it. But yeah, it's very old.
But so are you.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I was like, that thing's way
old
older than
stuff
that thing.
lasts longer than new stuff, though. Golly. Old washer
It's a
dryer.
Milwaukee.
You can have old washer and dryer for years and want to break down. New one you have for
Sorry,
5 years.
I gotta kill this glove. I just can't do it.
I don't blame you.
Not doing it for you? Can't wear the 2XL glove.
You ever tried to run tape with a baseball mitt?
No one understands how you can wear a freaking glove. Just in general.
Should have thought ahead and space these out exact size of the tape, huh?
Yeah.
That's what this quarter-inch tape is great for, is to
Make
go
nice
in.
1/4-inch lines.
Yeah, we could have done that. 2 of them. Looks like 2 matches up perfect. Yeah, that tape's not going to be much of a problem because we're taping on the other side of this. It's going to be good. Oh. And then, is that part of one? Is there?
Yeah, that's part of it. I'll lay some down right there.
It's hard to tell what's what there.
Try running tape with gloves on over inch-long stiletto nails. Go ahead, I dare you. She paints nails.
Oh, is that Naomi?
No.
Oh,
Holiday. She's in Canada. She paints nails, and she's like, it's freaking hard.
oh
I
yeah.
could not imagine.
Nails are unreal.
It's
The
such
amount
a
of talent
small-
it takes.
Yeah, it's just a small space. That's insane.
Well, you saw Naomi Naomi's nails. She does
Yeah.
lowrider style and stuff. They're so freaking awesome.
I can't believe people can do that. That's crazy. You have to have like
One little piece right there, I
good
think.
vision to do that.
Yeah, you need like a magnifying glass. Microfying glass, whatever I said. Double check this. We oversprayed black. That's the hard one to get rid of with these bright colors. Looking good. Man, I think this is the last step. Oh, besides, we're going to highlight after the black. We're going to see what it looks like.
Highlight the green.
Around the, I think we're just going to do it on some of it, though, like we talked about.
Well, so it'll be with white
highlight on the back.
in the
like,
black, but around the letters.
Yeah, so
Okay.
like a back glow.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe we'll do it on this side and then fade it out.
Okay.
And then like let it go away so we can kind of see both ways. Cool. But black it is. Black's gonna cover fast. Yeah, this is gonna look cool.
Your tape matches the paint, Joe.
I'm sorry?
Your tape matches the paint, Joe.
Oh yeah, it does. Okay. All right. Tear it up. Just light coats even.
In short bursts or just kind of go all the way?
You can do whatever you want.
All right. I'll just do whatever I want.
Byron said, I'm pretty pumped to see how this turns out.
Yeah. Like I said, these are the big reveals. They're all masked up and then
A big what?
reveals. Did I say that weird?
What?
Reveals. Come on.
You already have a space in there. Rebuilds. What are you saying?
I'm like that. Who's the famous actor that puts the pauses? More cowbell. What's his name?
Will Ferrell?
Watkins.
Christopher
Oh,
Walken.
we must have that.
Because he always like talks with like a, you know.
Yeah.
It's a good reveal.
Yeah. Okay, same thing.
So that heat gun is red hot.
Uh-huh. Milwaukee style. Yeah, looks like we need one more coat after this, and we got it. The inside looks pretty good. It looks like just kind of the boomerang. Leave it right there. All right, we're going with that. Okay, it's just about there. We'll give that just a second to cool down so we don't be pulling any paint with our tape. Let's spin that wheel one more time and then we'll do the reveal.
The what?
The reveal.
Try it out one more time, buddy.
We're good. We're good. This is going to be good.
There you go.
All right. Aaron Schneider. All right. Just shoot us an email, info@limelinepaintsupply.com. We'll get you your metal flake you want it before you can buy it. I think we actually have a can right here. Yeah, there it is right there. 0.4, and you want to store it upside down. Probably should do that. Okay, we're good to go. Let's so when we pull this off, we're gonna try to pull the fine line last, but sometimes it's not always possible because
it'll come with the bigger
yeah,
stuff.
but if you can prevent it, then pull the outside masking first,
okay,
and then at the end we'll pull that. That way we can pull it at certain angles to make sure we're not like pulling any paint or something like that. But ooh, that black makes that blue look bright, doesn't it? Is that about the right blue? Do you think, or what?
That's pretty close to the right blue. Yeah.
Could put a. I don't know what would kill that blue actually.
Did he just say that flake can needs to be stored upside down?
Yes, that's correct.
Tony, that's not the right color of green or yellow or whatever. It's supposed to be more yellow?
Yes.
More yellow.
More yellow. This is just what we had to work with tonight.
Yeah, I was looking at the rendering.
It's more like a, not a.
I call it highlighter yellow.
Yeah, highlighter.
Oh, okay.
That rendering is wrong.
Oh, this is wrong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because that looks green. So it's highlighter.
It's like this. The frame in that color.
Oh.
It's like our yellow.
Is that such-
It's like our 90s yellow, huh?
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was very similar to this, but yellow. It looks exact, like it's just as bright.
Okay. Yeah, I like it. I like those colors. The green or the yellow, I like.
So what are you using there?
This is a tape removal blade. I had another one in my hand. Did I set it somewhere? Oh yeah, right there. This helps from.
Hey, why don't you give me one?
I'm making you make the mistakes. Huh?
Else?
It helps from. It keeps it from marring the surface as much.
So it's just like a plastic razor blade.
Yeah,
almost?
it won't cut, but it helps you like grab the edge.
Mm-hmm.
They're excited to see what this looks like. Aw, you two have it at the same time.
Yeah, we're kind of holding hands a
Glove
little
love.
bit. We're just going with it?
Yep.
All right.
Okay. All right. So let's now let's pull off all the edging here, and then we can pull off the stencils last. Let's see. Or you can do whatever you want. All needs to go.
Were you doing the white somewhere?
I'm sorry.
Did you say you were going to put white somewhere?
Oh. Yeah, we got a little sidetracked. Yeah, no, we're not.
No.
No.
Could we?
I actually could.
Could we maybe just like
Yeah, let's do that.
hurry and tape this and just do it in that one square?
Yeah, we'll grab a little bit of.
Wow, good thing I listened. You guys both were just want to hurry.
Hey,
up
I'm the
and do
student.
it.
It's not my
He
fault.
was, he was,
That's right. That was you. Thought of that.
Yes, that was me.
We got ahead of ourselves because
We got excited. Yeah.
Crack the whip, Ash. Good catch by the boss. At least one of you's paying attention. My freaking back's towards them too.
Yeah, I didn't know what the heck you were talking about.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? White. We got the white.
I'm trying to help you paint. I'm trying to be an instant nurse on the phone.
What?
Someone's trying to. I'm trying to diagnose this finger.
Ooh.
Ooh, Jesus. No.
Don't show the viewers that.
Yeah.
She's wondering if she's gonna lose her finger if she goes to bed.
Goes to bed. I may never wake up with my finger. Who is this?
Bobby.
Oh my gosh.
It slammed in the, it got slammed in the door.
Okay, so have you used the airbrush before?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, it's actually already loaded up with white. We're good to go. So the way this works is on an airbrush, if you push down, you just get air. There's actually no paint coming out. Okay. But when you pull back, that's when the paint kind of comes back. So what you want to do is, since you're new, you just pull it down and then just give it a little bit back. See how it just gives it a nice fine.
Mm-hmm.
So we're just going to kind of give it just a little bit of a glow, just like this. And maybe I'll do this because this will be really tricky, and we just want a little bit. Mm-hmm. You see how it's just barely.
Let him do it on the paper.
Okay. Let me get this real quick though. And we're just going to give it just a little bit of a glow to see if we like this. We're not going to do the whole thing. We're just going to see if this is the thing we want to do.
Technique or this effect.
Yeah, try it, give it a shot and see. Maybe you can, if you want, you can go ahead and darken that up a little bit. And then as you pull back, always keep air on. Yep, there you go. Always keep the air on and then just pull back a little bit.
Okay. I'll try just a little bit.
Yeah, you could even aim like in the center too. Kind of just. Yep, I would just do this one the same way.
Okay.
It looks like a lot, but once you pull it off, it actually is less. Yeah, perfect. Aim for the tape line. And then just let the overspray do the work. Yeah, that's not bad.
Yeah, that's not
Whoa.
bad.
Eat your heart out, Beat Diamond.
Wow, pretty good. That's hard to do.
Yeah, let's see what we go for it, and then we can see what it looks like compared to the others.
Cool.
Robert said, you guys are always the best background noise while I'm painting.
Well, what's he doing? Up all night painting or what?
The new I Want a Gun?
What's it called? The
I don't know, it's a new one they said.
Oh, there goes Beetlejuice. Okay. Back where we were headed to pulling these off.
There we go, back to it. The best part ever.
Trying to do this like left-handed is like on the wrong side of the table.
That's not a bad flame. That's your first flame.
Not bad, for real.
Like I say, draw them out for like an hour or so, and then your next flames will be so much better.
I Want a Volt is the name. Vault. Wait,
Oh,
Volt? I Want a Vault.
I want a vault.
I want a Volt.
I don't know that gun. Never heard of it.
Well, it's new.
Is it a gun or an airbrush?
It's not leaving residue.
Coming off pretty clean, actually.
Don't know.
That's good.
Is it a gun or airbrush? Vault CS. Not sure. Is that the one we saw? Airbrush? It's an airbrush.
It's an airbrush, huh?
Did we see that at I Want Us?
I think we did, yeah, on SEMA. I think I heard something like that. I like the Harbor Freight. if something goes wrong with it, you can just take it back and get another one. Just pay the $7 warranty. Man, that green looks good. I think I like it better without the highlight.
Really?
So far, I can't tell, but I like the contrast between the
Just that.
the black and the
Yeah.
green. Yeah,
Might agree with you there.
but it does give it another look there, though.
Is this supposed to have white lines on it? I mean, this one doesn't, but
No, we decided we
We added them.
wanted to add the white.
Yeah,
oh,
it definitely makes a big difference. Being able to put a border around anything, like if this would just been an
Were we
ordinary
supposed- I
green,
don't know if we were supposed to border this, were we?
we didn't have to, but I felt like it needed it.
Okay.
That would look good with a black border too.
Mm-hmm.
that's what's I guess good about doing this panel is you can see what you like and what you don't.
Yeah. We're not committed to nothing right now, and now we know the process.
Ben says I'm gonna have to go to SEMA just to follow Ash around with a 5-gallon jug of margarita on my back. That would be awesome. That looks sick. Nice work. Someone says I prefer no highlight, and then someone said the white highlights almost give it a 3D effect, like it pops out.
Yeah, it kind of does. I feel like I like it without though.
You like it without the highlight or with?
I think I like it without.
I think I like without.
You like it without?
Mm-hmm.
You both
Yeah.
like it without.
Wow, that'll turn out good.
Let me see.
Yep, very nice. There's other things you can do too. The nice thing about these panels too is we missed one right here.
The highlight almost makes it look like it's neon lights. Someone said.
Yeah, well, I mean, once it's cleared, it may look different. I would, I think I'd side on without it. But the other cool thing we can do with these panels is we could clear them at this point, and then we could still play around with other things like textures and stuff like that. Like, you could put like glass. Have you ever seen that glass cleaner?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of just do a light coat of like another blue, and then wipe it off, and it just looks like a little bit of a very subtle pattern, like a water drop pattern. It's pretty cool. But you could play with like different options like that too. I don't know. What do you think of that? It's not bad for your first go around.
Well, it started like that. That's what I tried to get out of my head onto paper. And then I turned it into a digital, and then we painted a panel. So it's getting closer to being on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Well,
I dig it.
If that was on the side of your bike, I think that would, even with the flame, I mean, you look back from a distance, it's not that bad for your first shot. That's really forgiving too. Like even this little tiny, we thought that like a little jagged edge, but really you look at it overall, you never see that.
No,
No.
it actually doesn't really even like stand out until you really look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, and then too, this is on a flat panel.
Yeah, the fairing is like got so much contour to it.
It does have more contour to it. Yeah. So like where the contour, it could affect how this one kind of bends. It's pretty much like it's a game time decision kind of a thing when it comes to taping on your parts. But the biggest thing is the process. We got the process down, and the idea of how it's going to be done.
You said look at it from a distance, and then you took it out of there. I couldn't see it. Show them it from a distance. They want to see it.
Huh? Okay.
They want to see it from a distance.
There we go. That looks perfect now. Yeah, no, I really like how that kind of comes in, and I like the font too.
The font actually worked out really good, and I think we placed
it pretty good. I think I probably would have liked it better with if we had that look. Is that how the S was? It kind of has this little.
Well, each of the renderings are a little different. Like that one, like it's Like this one here, the S is a little cut off.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And that was weird because it has like that. The R is kind of like floating in between the fairing and the tank a little bit. It's kind of like
Yeah, that's actually
not even realistic. So,
yeah, see how like that one has that little flare? I love the flare on that font.
mm,
And I feel like
yeah,
if we could have had that
we
flare,
lost it right there.
even though it's not
Like-
bad, I'm just picking it apart like as we should, because when it comes to the real thing, you make changes. But that's the only thing I really see. Other than that, it's great. One step further could be adding very fine candy black drop shadows right here with an airbrush. But other than that, I mean, that's getting pretty detailed at that point.
Yeah,
But hey, not bad.
I love it.
And actually, it would turn out even a little bit cleaner with a paint gun because we'd be able to control our paint. We'd be able to thin out our paint a little more. You know, the fact that we can deal with air pressure and change things, we can create less build. So, but you can feel these lines right here. They're pretty thick.
Yeah,
That would be half that if it with a paint gun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You like the white highlights or the white lines? I guess not highlights.
These right here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
On the black, I do. I don't know if I like it here because I feel like the green pops off the black, but it.
I almost think like this needs a black
That
one.
should be black,
Yeah.
If that had a black one, it just kind of reversed everything.
It's dark, and then that flame's just one big bright thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think a black border on that would be cool. And maybe I'll do another test panel. Maybe I'll do like a test panel that's like the reverse and have the tucker in it, and just play around some more.
And that's the other thing is because on the fairing on the other side, you have tucker on one
and
side.
it's longer, so we got to squeeze it in there a little. On the fairing, it fits. We sized it up already, but
yeah, on this it's a little small. But even if this, to be honest with you, even if this didn't match up, like you had one more block on the other side, I don't think you would ever notice.
Nobody would know.
No.
Nobody would know.
So you can
unless they have like chameleon eyes or something.
Yeah.
You can see both sides of the bike at the same time.
Yeah, people taking pictures like, hey, this is not the same as the other.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Cool. Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm glad we're getting you in the right direction.
Yeah.
And I'm still here to help you. Like when it comes to the primer in and anything else, I'd swing by and get you going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
That way we can get you on the track.
Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, no problem. Well, we giving away one more thing, or is that it? We just have the two?
Yep, we did it too.
Okay. Well, cool. Well, that's it. Not sure what's going on next week, but we'll be here. Am I right? Are we going to be here? Or are we gone?
No, we're here. We're gone the next week after that.
Okay. Well, we'll see you next Thursday. I think we're going to be doing a decal. We're going to be doing decal on the side of a Harley tank and showing how to be able to lay that out and put some clear over it. Yeah, we're going to do Chad's bike. I'm going to do it live. I got the courage.
Nice.
We got 2 shots at it to get this decal on right. So
yeah, it took like 2 months, 3 months to get the decals here, so no pressure.
Yeah, it only came from Europe. Yeah, no pressure. I'm gonna have to watch some YouTube videos to figure it out. Watch somebody else's. Cool. All right. Well, hey, appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for the support. We'll see you next Thursday.
Yeah, we'll see you next Thursday. Thanks, guys.